What's up, everybody? Welcome to your Monday edition of The Breaks. And don't change your channel. Don't go look at your calendar and think that it's a different day, because I used to be the Friday host, but you're now looking at your Monday host here for The Breaks every day here on Infanity TV. We got breaking news, live breaking news right now that just hit the airways. We'll get into some Breaks University. I want to talk some NFL contracts, and then we got a great segment for Fast Breaks in Team USA basketball. All that coming up on your new Monday edition with VJ Husky of The Breaks.
These are the breaks. You know what it is.
Once again, good afternoon, everybody. VJ Husky, the Big Vanilla Funny, the Big Vanilla Poppy, your new Monday host for The Breaks here on Infanity TV. Let's jump right into it. Normally, I like to do Breaks University in the second segment, but we had to bump it up to the first segment because live breaking news right now, as I'm talking to you guys, sources say Mr. Dan Hurley, the UConn coach that had won back-to-back national championships for the UConn Huskies up in Stewart's, Connecticut, has said no to the Los Angeles Lakers in their deal of 6 years, $70 million. He will return to Stewart's and try to grab a third straight national championship, last time been done by the Wizard of Westwood in UCLA. Also to UCLA.
You are a loser.
To one of your great fallen soldiers. I've been gone for a while. I'm back now. Lots happened. Mr. Bill Walton, prayers to yourself and all your family. Well, rest in peace to you, sir, but prayers to your family, Luke, your children, your lady, and all your UCLA family, friends, and fans. But this is huge. Dan Hurley has said no. He has said no to Miss Jeannie. He has said no to Rob Pelinka. And I think the main reason why he has said no, if you listen to all the discourse that's out there, if you talk to people in the know, and I don't like the word sources, it's one of my most hated words in this business. I feel like people like to use the word sources because it makes them sound important. It makes them sound like they know something you don't know, but they can't tell you who told it, and we know can't nobody in the world today keep a damn secret. So anybody could just say sources. But if you listen to the people in the know, if you talk to people, if you hear people say certain things, there was one major linchpin to this story that I even told my host, Martin Weiss, who I co-host with on Martin and VJ on Fox Sports Radio. I told him this 2 days ago. Okay. I'm not buying that LeBron James is saying, no, pick the coach for the future. Pick the coach for AD. Pick the coach that may be able to develop my son, because I'm going to force you guys to either sign him as an undrafted rookie or take him with the 17th or the 50th something pick that they have. I'm going to force you guys to do that. Get a coach for that. You want me to believe that? And I looked him right in his face, and all the fans out there and listening to TV and radio land, you buy that? I don't. You've got to be kidding me. A 40-year-old narcissist like LeBron James all of a sudden cares about a franchise. He all of a sudden cares about AD. He all of a sudden cares about the future of what happens to a franchise after he is gone. This man, are you want me to buy that? If that's the case, guess what? I got some beautiful oceanfront real estate for you in New Mexico. Holla at me. I'll hook. It's beautiful. I'll hook you up, man. It's right there on the water. I got some up in Colorado too. Beachfront. Beautiful. Call me. I'll get it to you. So Dan Hurley has said I'm going back to college because at this point, guys, do you really want to coach a LeBron James-led team? Since he has been here for the Los Angeles Lakers, and I live out here in beautiful La La Land, they have gone through 3-4 coaches. Coaches get blamed when they don't win. All of a sudden, Darvin Ham, a man that's been an assistant, won championships as a player, won championships as an assistant. All of a sudden, he's lost it. He just can't coach. Frank Vogel, poor guy, because of what LeBron did to him and got him fired, he only lasted 1 year in Phoenix with a trio of Booker, KD the Durantula, and Bradley Beal. This guy's gone after a year. I tell you, man, I definitely would love to be a pro sports coach one day, because if I just fire me, let me get a season and fire me. It's guaranteed money. They still have to pay you the remainder of the contract, or some of these buyouts are just ridiculous. But I think Dan Hurley said no because there's a lot of flux within the Los Angeles Laker franchise right now, and we all know LeBron is pulling the strings. If you don't believe that, you're under a rock somewhere.
He's an
idiot. You just
idiot.
haven't been paying attention. So does this open the door for J.J. Redick? And then also, too, there have been successes of college coaches that have come to the NBA, and there have been not so successful situations of college coaches coming to the NBA. I wrote a few down of some big names that made the jump. The biggest one I can remember was Tim Floyd. You guys remember when Tim Floyd took over the Chicago Bulls? They had just won 3 in a row. You guys have seen The Last Dance. I don't have to reverb all of that for you guys. But he was a college coach coming to the pros. Scotty said, nope, I'll go to Portland. Mike said, nope, I'm going to retire for good, or not for good because he played for the Wizards. Dennis Rodman went about his way. Phil Jackson, Tex Winters. Everybody went about their way to try to reconstruct that team. All he came in and did is win a robust 49-190. 49. Let me say that to y'all again. He was a head coach and he went 49-190 with the Chicago Bulls. How the hell did he get another opportunity? Because he did. He actually got hired by the Hornets and went 500. He was 41-41 and got fired after one season. That was a dud. Let me give you a stud. Billy Donovan, I believe. 399, and 319 for Chicago and OKC. He's had some moderate success, has some success in the playoffs. They haven't been terrible, but they've been able to build some things wherever he was. And then, of course, he's moved on now from OKC. They have a new young hotshot coach there doing some big things, expecting some big things. I think that team breaks up, just like I predicted Memphis would have to break up at some point, just like I think Minnesota is going to be another team that's going to have to break up also at some point, too. Another dud, Calipari. Do you guys remember when Calipari? I know Calipari is really known for his college success in the championship he won with AD, and just the Final Four appearances, the Elite Eight, the championship game appearances in college has done very well. But when he coached the New Jersey Nets over 3 years, when lost 112 games in his third year, he ended up starting 3 of 17. Then he was fired. A lot of people don't even remember Calipari coaching in the pros. That's how bad it was. Another stud, Brad Stevens. Brad Stevens looks like now he might win a championship as an front office guy, but he did come from Butler, went to back-to-back national championship game, was a half-court shot away. I believe it was Hayward. Was it Gordon Hayward that took that shot, if I'm not mistaken, that took that long bomb from half-court to try to beat Duke in the national championship game? He then came to the pros, got started a little slow, but really put together a culture that we're seeing kind of culminate to what the Celtics are right now. We'll get into that a little bit more in fast break and where they're sitting right now in the NBA Finals, up to nothing. But the king of kings of college coaches that have come from college to the NBA as a former Tar Heel and a former Detroit Piston bad boy head coach, and that's Mr. Larry Brown. Larry Brown won a national championship in 1988 with Danny Manning and the Daniettes for the Kansas Jayhawks, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. And then in 2004 for my beloved Detroit Basketball Pistons won a championship for us also right there. Also, too, Larry Brown, there we go, I got it right here. He has 8 50-win seasons, 11 if you count his time coaching in the ABA. He is still the only man walking on God's green earth that has an NCAA coaching championship and a National Basketball Association championship, holding the Larry O'Brien. So to me, he, my friend, is the GOAT of coming from college onto the pros. But to wrap this all up, man, with Danny Hurley and the Lakers, breaking news right now. Sources say Danny Hurley has turned down the Lakers' 6-year, $70 million offer and will return to chase his 3rd straight national title at UConn. Sources tell ESPN. I think this is a few things. I think Jeannie doesn't have control over this franchise. Rob is going to be the next guy gone. And do you want to come coach a 39 to 40-year-old star who won't play defense all the time? It kind of takes the air out of every room. And we know Hurley is not going to back down from anybody. Them Jersey boys, white, black, Asian, Hispanic, polka dot, plaid, I know them well. I got family all over Jersey from coast to coast, border to border. They're a different breed there. Danny Hurley is one of them Jersey kind of boys. He will not lose respect for himself trying to cater to an old superstar who, by the way, wants $60 million a season. Danny Hurley says no. Where do the Lakers go now? Oh, I don't know. Maybe a guy that's never coached before in JJ Redick. Yeah, he's been doing the podcast with who? LeBron. Doing what? Breaking down all the X's and the O's, man. This is written so well. Hollywood couldn't have done a better job. Danny Hurley says no to the Lakers. Going back to UConn. All right, that's it for Breaks University. When we come back, we're going to get to some NFL news. Big contracts. I told y'all I've been gone for a while. In the immortal words of Varnell Hill, did you miss me? Because I damn sure miss y'all, man. Y'all sit tight, man. We'll be back with the breaks.
And these are the breaks.
These are the breaks.
You know what it is.
Profanity Nation. A podcast for the fans, by the fans. Dive deep into the topics the other shows miss. Raw and uncensored.
And he's going to play team ball. His legacy is at stake.
Rare, hard-hitting interviews with players, coaches, and you, the super fans.
I'm not hating. I'm like, okay, cool. Good.
3 championships in 5 years. He's more than good, bro.
Profanity Nation. Listen live or subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. Powered by Jesse Brown of Keller Williams.
Good, everybody. VJ Vernon has to get the Big Vanilla Funny, the Big Vanilla Poppy, your Monday host here on Monday edition of The Breaks and Infanity TV. Before we get into NFL, make sure you go to Infanity TV on YouTube. Subscribe. We just cracked over 10 grand, and we got to get 12, 15, 17, 20. We got to keep growing. We can't do it without you. We appreciate all your love and support you're giving us. All right, NFL time. I told you I've been gone for a minute, so a lot's happened. This is going to go fast. Buckle in. The big story recently is Justin Jefferson is getting his money paid. He is the top paid non-quarterback player in the NFL. The Minnesota Vikings and Justin Jefferson, get rid of all the OTA stuff not being there, the fake trade rumors and all that stuff. You were never letting this guy out of the door. Great job by the front office. This now sets up the Vikings, in my opinion, to be a real contender for their division, and we'll see how the playoffs shape up. I still like what Dan Campbell and Detroit's got going on, and I thought they got better with the draft and got some more explosive type players there. But for Justin Jefferson and for Addison and for KJ Osborne and for TJ Hawkinson, who's a top 5 tight end, you have Aaron Jones that comes there now from the Green Bay Packers. You know he's got a chip on his shoulder. I always say those 30, 29, 30, 31-year-old running backs with a chip on his shoulder that were always productive and never really banged up too much, but maybe the last year and a half they had some nagging type injuries. Team wasn't so good. Owners aren't going to want to pay them. GMs aren't going to want to pay, and they're going to want to move on from that guy. That guy still got a year and a half left in his body of chip on my shoulder. I can still tote it 21 times a Sunday, 18 times. I can still break runs, change their diet, change their routine, get a different trainer, get in the best shape they've been in the last 4 or 5 years. We've seen it from running backs before, and they come in and they do well. They had 2 of the top 12 tackles in football by Pro Football Focus. This sets up beautifully for J.J. McCarthy, the rookie quarterback, the 11th overall pick, or 10th. I'm sorry, I think they moved up because the Raiders and the Broncos were trying to jump them for a quarterback. But whatever it was, that the rookie quarterback drafted this year at the University of Michigan, went 15-0 last year, 2 straight back-to-back Big Ten championship, 2 straight college football playoffs, and won the national championship last year before declaring for the NFL draft. And leaving Michigan for the pros, I think this sets up beautifully for him because a rookie quarterback needs a few things. First thing they need is they need a guy. I call him a guy. You know how some people tell you, hey, look, I got a guy. There's this guy I got for you. Or, hey, dude, I got a guy that can fix that. Everybody's got a guy. You need a guy. Every guy needs a guy, okay? I don't want to hear no Paul's funny business. Everybody needs a guy out wide, okay? He's got that in Justin Jefferson, who many believe is the best receiver in football. Off the top of my head, I would throw him up there definitely in the top 2 or 3. I'm not sure who's the best receiver yet. There's some guys. A.J. Brown could be, right? Could be A.J. Brown. Could be Tyreek Hill, but it doesn't feel like it translates into successful winning for the Dolphins just yet, even though he's probably the most dangerous weapon in football. Then you need a semi-guy. You need a semi-guy to work off the guy. The semi-guy is Jordan Addison. Do people forget this guy won the Biletnikoff from the University of Pittsburgh for the Panthers up there before transferring to the University of Southern California and then making it look easy with Caleb Williams there doing his thing? He's got that. Then you need a slot guy. You need a guy. I got a guy for that. In the slot, I got a guy to run those short routes, get the mismatches on the nickel backs, and sometimes a linebacker. I don't know why any defensive coordinator would do that, but you get a linebacker on him, you get a safety on him. You got that in Osborne. Then you need a tight end, top 5 tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. You're going to need that guy. What is Michigan known for? Who did they throw to mostly? Their tight ends. Roman Wilson's their best receiver. Roman Wilson couldn't start on this team. I don't know if he would make this team. J.J. McCarthy, the weapons have been upgraded from him from Michigan to what he has to now. And then you need a guy to turn and hand the ball to. And that guy that turned to hand the ball to, you still also, too, need to maybe play action to him. And when you go look, option 1, option 2, option 3, not there, you need to be able to find him in the flats and dump it to him. Let him make a move. You get going where he's going, make big plays happen. It's so set up for J.J. McCarthy. And I'm making a prediction right here, right now on the breaks. J.J. McCarthy, today is the 10th, I believe, June 10th. J.J. McCarthy will win Offensive Rookie Player of the Year if they're smart enough to let him grow into the position through the OTAs and they give him the majority of the snaps in preseason. If Sam Darnold is so damn good, he don't need a bunch of snaps. He don't need a bunch of – this is supposed to be the guy still, right? You guys are still believing in Sam Darnold. I was just listening to Colin Cowherd earlier this morning talking about Sam Darnold feels like he's the better quarterback and he's the guy. There are a lot of people in the league that still believe he's the guy that's super talented, can get it done. Then why are you on your 4th and 5th damn team? If you're so super talented, you can get it done at the quarterback position. You need a quarterback bad in this league. The one thing you can't do is let them go. People don't let good quarterbacks go. That's just that. That's like letting a good point guard go. You don't let good point guards go that don't turn the ball over. Get the ball to where it needs to be. Get the offense. Slow things down. Don't turn the ball over. And don't even worry about your points. Get into the superstar. Get into the guy over there. Get into your 6'8" wingman. Let him go get his 28 a night. You keep everything calm. Keep a Rondo. You don't get rid of Rondos. You don't get rid of Chauncey Billups. You don't get rid of Rod Strickland. You don't get rid of those guys. So you don't get rid of good quarterbacks that's supposed to be so good. If the front office and the coaching staff understands, yes, Sam Darnold, see, it's his name. He's so bad, I slip up on his name. That's how bad he is. If you're real good, I don't never mess up on your name. But if Darnold is the starter now, fine. It's June 10th. Nobody gives a damn who's the starter in OTAs. Let's see how everything plays out. JJ's going to get the system down. They didn't take him that high for no reason. I don't believe in taking a guy that high and sit him down. We're not going to do Patrick Mahomes, ladies and gentlemen, because we don't have an Alex. They don't have an Alex Smith. Like that, Sam Darnold's not Alex Smith. We're not going to do Jordan Love because we don't have a discount double check. They don't have a discount double check in the Twin Cities. They have Sam freaking Darnold. Give this kid a chance to learn the system, get acclimated, put some more weight on. He put on about 10 pounds from, I believe, the end of the season to the combine, which is impressive. I believe he'll put some more on. Every rookie quarterback needs a bunch of guys. And Minnesota's got guys. Flip the ball to the other side of the field. You know what else they got? A defense. Number 1 in blitz rate success the last 2 seasons. Brian Flores may not be able to be a good head coach right now. We know what happened down in Miami. But he will get another opportunity. But the one thing that man can damn sure do is coordinate his ass off on a defense. That's going to be a big story this year is how good are the Minnesota Vikings going to be. I believe 11-6, 12-5 right now as we sit in June. Also, too, Jalen Waddle got his deal from the Miami Dolphins. Thank you for paying him. Tua's going to get his money after that. Y'all chill. Also, too, Jalen Phillips at OTAs walking around. No limp, but not full running, kind of light jogging. Could be ready for opening day coming back from his Achilles tear. So that's been it for the NFL. There's been a lot that's going on. It's been kind of quiet, but it's been also up and down. So like I said, I've been gone for a while, man. So there's a lot of NFL to cover, but we will continue to bring you and make sure we bring you guys a lot of off-season NFL coverage here on The Brace. We're not just going to talk sports. That's not going on. It's football 365. All right. Y'all sit tight. We got an episode of Fast Break coming up, and I'm going to tell you all why the Olympics is not a damn popularity contest. All that and more coming up on your Monday edition of The Breaks.
And these are the breaks. These are the breaks. You know what it is.
Profanity Nation. A podcast for the fans, by the fans. Dive deep into the topics the other shows miss. Raw and uncensored.
And he's going to play team ball. His legacy is at stake.
Rare, hard-hitting interviews with players, coaches, and you, the super fans.
I'm not hating. I'm like, okay, cool. Good.
3 championships in 5 years. He's more than good, bro.
Profanity Nation. Listen live or subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. Powered by Jesse Brown of Keller Williams.
Good, everybody. VJ Verda, Husky, the Big Vanilla, Funny, the Big Vanilla, Poppy here in your Monday edition of The Breaks. All right, so let's wrap today's great show up with some fast break. All right, so the big story this weekend is Caitlin Clark was left off of Team USA for the 2024 games in Paris Olympics this summer. And I'm going to go through this as fast as I possibly can, and I hope most of you are listening. She's simply not good enough to be on the team. That's why she's not on the team. The Olympics is not a popularity contest. Caitlin Clark is not a victim by any stretch of the imagination. You guys need to go back and listen to Gino on the Dan Patrick Show last Thursday, and we played talked about it on Fox Sports Radio and could not get the audio, but you guys have seen it. She was set up to fail from the beginning, and I've been one that said, hey, listen, I may not be a fan, but I kind of feel for her. I really do. But I understand she's a player. This is sports. You got to deal with what comes. There's a deep end of the pool, and that's where you are. You either sink or swim. Nobody's going to come and save you in pro sports. Nobody's going to come, especially when we've been told that you are the GOAT, that you are the Savior, that you are the Messiah, that you are the female basketball Jesus, that you are LeBron, that you are Jordan. That no one's coming to save you because it's only human nature for competitors to think, oh, okay, you're all of this. And listen, even about myself, you tell me there's a new young hot shot that's coming for my spot. Okay, what's up? Let me see what you got. I want to see what you got because they're telling me you're this new young hot guy. He's a lot like you, VJ. He took the rough road to get here. He took the unconventional road. Okay, let's see what's up. You think I'm going to coddle him? You think I'm going to pamper him? I'm not going to hate on him. I'm not going to wish him bad. But now come sit next to me and debate. Let me see your show. Let me see your content. Let me see how you cover game. Let me see your notes. Let me see how you do you. You're supposed to be this guy. I want to see it. There's nothing wrong with that in life and in sports. In the Olympics, it's not about popularity. It's about the biggest competition of the greatest of the sports in the world that comes around one time every 4 years. She's going to be team captain in 28 when they're here in Los Angeles, when they're here in the States. She'll have her time. But it's not right now. And I don't give a damn about jerseys and ratings. You people that think that you're not going to watch the Olympics because one person's not there. Yeah, a lot of people weren't going to watch track because Sha'Carri Richardson got tested positive for marijuana and she couldn't go to the last games. And I heard the same thing. I go through and I look at the race numbers for the 100 meter, all the heats, all the trials. All the ratings were just fine because you still had the Jamaicans. You still had the ladies from the Bahamas. You still had the ladies from all the other countries. You still had the ladies from the USA that were still going to be great and competitive. The USA women's team, honestly, also don't need her. I don't think they've ever lost a game. I don't know if I have that right. I don't think they've ever lost an Olympic game, if I'm not mistaken. Since the WNBA exception in 1996, since they started really sending the world's real best, who's beating us? So this idea that she deserves to be on the team over the list of ladies, and I think I have the name of the ladies here. I hate to be fumbling through paper on TV, but it is what it is. Wilson, Sabrina, Brittany Griner. I can sense some of the pushback on her, and this show you how real I am. I can sense some of the pushback on her because of the whole Russia thing. So I'm not saying I agree, but I understand it. I'm not going to look at that person and go, oh, come on. No, all right, I feel you. You know, she probably didn't represent the country in the best way. And in that sense, if that's the type of person you are, I don't have a beef with that. But she's still good enough to be on the team. Diana Taurasi, listen, sometimes you are paid and you are rewarded for what you've done, not for what you're currently doing. Out here in Los Angeles, did Kobe really, should he really got that last $65 million contract? I'm not sure what it was. Is it $65 million deal? Probably not. But I did hang up 5 banners. You're going to retire 2 of my jersey numbers. I'm going to get 3 statues. Well, we didn't know that, but after the tragic passing, but he's going to get a statue. Right now it's going to be 3, but he's going to get a statue. I am Kobe Bryant. I am global. I've put more than $60 million in your pocket. So this is my parting gift. You know, when you're on a job and you get a parting gift, see, some of y'all ain't never been on a job long enough and done good enough at anything to get a parting gift. None of you have it. Oh, you're leaving? He put it in his 2 weeks. Oh, there's a card and some damn balloons from the Dollar Tree on your desk to say, nice knowing you, fun working with you, learn so much from you. Good luck on your next one, man. Get the hell out of here. Anyway, Collier, Young, Stewart. Brown and Stewart, probably the best player in the league other than Alger Wilson. Plum, Jewel, Chelsea Gray, Alyssa Thomas, Cooper. Like, who she's not better than any of those ladies I named. We are not going to start giving stuff out over popularity. That's the problem with sports. See, I've spoken about this stuff before. This is nothing new for me. This is nothing new for all my listeners, whether you like me or you don't. I was just talking to Jeff during the commercial break. Everybody doesn't like me. There's some people that hate what I say. That's fine. You're still listening. You're still paying attention. That's the game. So you don't have to like me, but I'm still going to get to where I'm supposed to be when I put the work in and earn it. She wasn't even at the qualifying tournaments or the qualifying practices or whatever the title of it is because she was playing college. So she wasn't there. So you can't just throw somebody on the team. We are not going to start just giving shit away simply because you're popular. We've got to stop that. That's coming away from winning. I've been saying this about Caitlin Clark. Number one, she's overrated, guys. I've been talking about her footwork. Gino said the same thing. She's not physical enough for the game that she's on now, and she's not quick enough footwork to get away from the physicality. That's not hating. That's putting the tape on and watching the tape. There's players I don't like. I still can watch the tape. I cover LeBron James in the playoff series against the Nuggets. You guys all know how I feel about him. That night, though, I took the fan hat off and I put the professional hat on, and I enjoyed standing courtside on the court, watching him warm up, watching him go through it, even watching him play. You can watch LeBron. When you're at courtside, you see everything. You can see his eyes. His eyes are looking around. He's thinking the game before things happen. That part, I'm looking like, okay, yeah, I like that. I like seeing that. It's not just big. He's just big, LeBron, and he can just bowl through. No, it's not that. The guy's really good. Fan or not, she's a great shooter, okay? She's been a great marketing tool because America will always fall for a good old mid-American story of a hero coming through to save. This goes as far back as Cowboy and Indians. She's simply not good enough to be on the team. She's average at best on the level she is now. Her shooting will allow her to average 15 to 17 points, possibly throughout her career. But she's shooting under 40% from the field, and she just crept over 30% from the three. That's not a success rate. She leads the league in turnovers. I'm not sending somebody to go play the women of France. Have you seen them women? Have you seen a woman from Belarus that played basketball? She's not the little hottie toddy that's at your hot yoga class. That's not her. Going to some of these games, you see the size, you see the physicality. 12 players better than her. She's not one of them. Get over it, guys. It is what it is. All right. That's today's show to break. This is so much fun. Oh, my God, I'm back. I'm full of energy. I was down. I was sick. I was going through a bunch of stuff. But I'm back, man. Your new Monday host here at The Breaks. Make sure y'all tune into The Breaks. Infanity TV on YouTube, infanitytv.com every day, 3 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. on the East Coast. I'm VJ Vernon Husky, man. I will see y'all next time. Peace.